So I decided to do a quick video before I watch my Minnesota Twins play baseball today. And this was a question I just got from a VIP member about asking more about the mindset of attraction and how I really think about the philosophy of attraction and getting girls just kind of on a general level, because I mention it in all sorts of videos, or when I'm explaining my text, I kind of take you through my mindset. But this is going to be sort of a ramble of just basically, if I were to step back and just kind of guide somebody from afar, what is the mindset? What is that strategy that you can have in the back of your mind at all times with regards to getting girls? So let me see if I can try to drop some gems here. And again, just in case you're confused, you might have seen me with a Mariners jersey. That's because Ken Griffey Jr. is my favorite baseball player of all time. But the Minnesota Twins are my baseball team, just to clear that up with you. When I think about the mindset of attraction, what I think about with all girls, with guys and girls, and what kind of those roles are that you can step into as a man to become more attractive to women in a natural way. When I'm meeting a girl for the first time, there's kind of a vibe I want her to pick up from me. So that vibe I want her to know is that I don't need her. Not in any cold way, like I don't need you, it's just like I don't need her to be happy myself. If I'm out at the bars, I have some friends of mine that will sit around thinking if they don't get a girl, that their night is not a success. That's all that's on their mind is, oh shoot, I gotta get a girl tonight. And my mindset is not that at all, because in my mind, I don't want to force getting a girl, because what if she's not a girl up to my standards? So that's another mindset piece, is I'm never in a rush. So at the bars again, you get those guys that are like, oh no, I need it. That neediness comes off to women in the way that you hold your body, in the way that you speak, all of that. If you have that in your mind that you need a girl, that will show through to women. So again, my vibe is, hey, my life is pretty awesome. If a woman comes into my life and improves it, that is a bonus. But my life is pretty good without it. That, again, is the mindset piece, is I don't need you, but heck, man, I like you, so you would be fun. I would love to incorporate you in my life, but I don't need you in my life. Again, that's kind of the overall vibe that I send to her. Let's talk about let's say you're in a group of people. So I play volleyball a lot. So I meet a lot of women through volleyball, through mutual friends or just people playing. Now, if a girl shows she's interested in me, and there's a lot of ways that you can tell this, but if I know a girl's interested in me, or I'm getting that feeling, a lot of guys then, and I used to do this too, kind of get that scared mindset of, oh no, I need to get her phone number or else I failed. And I really step back, and again, I have that vibe of I don't need her in my life. It would be a bonus. So what that means in this case is, if a girl's into me, I don't need to get her number, because I know that, either A, I'm going to see her again playing volleyball with my friends. So then I can pick up from where I left off. I'm not in a rush. B, or two, I don't know why I'm holding my finger. Two is, I could always find her on Facebook and add her that way. I could. Now, again, that wouldn't be my first go-to because then I would rather have her find me on Facebook. 3, if I don't rush to get that number, I might have one of my friends, and this happens a lot too, that will text me or call me and be like, hey, Adam, so-and-so, she's into you, or she asked about you. So boom, because I don't rush it, now I get more information because she is asking about me. So again, we go back to the overall mindset. I don't need a woman, but I welcome them into my life. So it's kind of like a chess game where if you're sitting there playing chess and every single move you think, I have to put this person in checkmate, I have to win the game, you're going to lose. But if you think about chess as a long-term game and you go, you know what? If I just make the best move here, then I'll be in good position to win this game long-term. So with girls, it's never a rush. It's always long-term. I'm never scared. One thing that gets in the way of guys that I've talked to is they worry though, oh no, but if I don't show her I'm interested, or if I don't tell her I like her, she is going to go after somebody else. She's going to get with another guy. And again, go back to the mindset. I don't need a woman, but I would love her in my life. I love her to be a bonus to my life, but I don't need her. So with that mindset, if you really think about it, who cares? Who cares if she goes for another guy? I know right now you might think this is the only one. And I've had that mindset a lot too. Like, oh, this is the one. But it's okay. If that's true, it'll all work out. You don't need to rush it. Don't force it. And again, most of the time where you're thinking if I don't show interest, she's going to go on to another guy, it's almost the opposite. Women love a man whose feelings are unclear. A man who they're not quite sure. They can't quite figure out. And again, that whole vibe you send of, I like her, but I don't need her, that gives her that perfect vibe of, I think he likes me, but I'm not sure. Remember, your feelings are unclear. So you never have to rush into telling your feelings, ever. Never, never, ever. Here's maybe a simpler way to use this practical, like in a practical way. It's almost like, and again, if you know me well enough, you know that I love women. So when I say this, I'm talking about this with guys, girls, any human beings. I'm not saying women are like dogs, okay? Don't get me wrong here. But here is a way to put it into your mind. It's almost like with a girl, it's almost like I have like a dog treat. And this is like my attention, my interest. This is my compliments, everything that she wants. This dog wants this dog treat, right? This dog treat is all that stuff that we're told to give women all the time. Tell her how much you feel or how much you like her. Tell her how you feel about her, all that stuff. Well, this is like that dog treat. Yes, women want that, but they don't want it right away. They don't want it easy for them. So just like it with a dog, I'm going to hold up this treat and I'm going to say, hey, roll over. Sit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make her work for what she wants. So again, when girls say they want a guy that tells them how they feel, very, very, it's true to a very small percentage of that is true in the way that women tell you they want it. They tell you they want you to go, hey, tell her how you feel right, like basically right away. Totally untrue. They want to know how you feel, but they want to figure it out on their own. So that's why you take this dog treat of everything that you like about her and you give her just a little dog treat when she does stuff for you as well. So a lot of guys will go up to a girl and be like, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty. They'll give all these dog treats. They'll even buy her a drink. and the girl has done nothing for them. So you're making this dog lazy. Again, don't get this confused, guys. Women are not dogs, but I could say the same thing about girls with guys. I could give them the same philosophy. It's all about making them work for it and then giving them a little bit. So let's go back again, all the way to this overall philosophy. You want, women joining your life is great, but you don't need them. So it's kind of like when you have this treat, it's like you could give this away. You don't need to give it away. You're okay holding on this treat for the next girl. You don't need to give it away right now. But if a girl is doing stuff that you like, then you can slowly give it away. So women in my life, hold on, I gotta sip my Starbucks. You'll see me with one of these every day. So women in my life, if I tell a girl, you are beautiful, that is like gold. That is like this dog treat. It's like a golden dog treat for women in my life. And that's how powerful it becomes. So when I tell a girl that she's beautiful, and I want her to know 100% that I'm authentic about that, I want her to feel special that I gave her that compliment. And because of that, I cannot throw these compliments out to every girl. So you see what I'm getting at here is my compliments are so rare that when I give them out, women know I'm authentic. Women know that what they're getting is a legit compliment. They know that I'm not just saying that to get in their pants, because they know that I would never say something just to get in her pants. Because I'm not going to bend over backwards to get laid. And because of that, women can trust that I'm not just going to say things just to get laid. That doesn't do it for me anymore. Maybe 5 years ago, I might have said stuff like, oh, you're so pretty. I might have just told her the things she wanted to hear to try to get laid. But not anymore. So because of that now, I can give these compliments that I love giving women. I love when a girl is looking at me and I can tell that she's not quite sure. She's a little nervous. I love when she is unsure whether I like her or not. And when I can give her that compliment that makes her just go, oh my gosh, I feel so good. Wow, that was really sweet. Like, I love giving a compliment that is impactful. I love making a woman's day. When I text a girl, and I would never tell you to do this because there's so many steps in between this, but when I text a girl out of nowhere, and I tell you I do this almost never. But because I do this almost never, it's so powerful. If I text a girl out of nowhere, God, you're pretty. Out of nowhere. And a girl gets that text, that just made her day, her week, her year, possibly. Because I don't give out compliments cheaply. When I give out a compliment, especially out of nowhere, randomly, and she knows, oh my gosh, Adam was thinking about me randomly, and I know how busy he is. I know that there's other girls in his life. I know blah, blah, blah. Now you give her a compliment that she can feel so good about. You can brighten up her day. You can make her feel special. But it's all because you set up the whole process with this mindset of, hey, I don't need you in my life. Although you could enhance my life, I don't need you in my life. So when you have that mindset, and then she's finally earned it enough, like over time, she's like been a really cool girl, really understanding, really great. Then when I can give her one of these compliments, it's so much more powerful. She wins, I win, and we have this great relationship. But you get yourself into trouble if you think, shoot, I need to tell her how I feel now. I need her to know that I like her now. Because what happens is you rush it, and then when you give her these compliments, or you text her back right away, or you do all these things that you think she likes, you're actually doing her a disservice. You're not giving her what she wants, because now she doesn't know, like, did this guy really even mean it? And it becomes like something that they don't, care about. Like, there could be a guy that sends this woman a 3-paragraph long text that tells her every specific thing about her that he loves. It could be with the best intentions in the world. It could be the sweetest thing that anyone's ever wrote. It could be a poetic expression of love. It could be the most sentimental note you've ever read. If a guy sends that long 3-paragraph text to a woman before she's ready, and in fact, you should never send that long of a sentimental text to a woman, period. You can argue with me all you want, but you should never do that. But this idea of you could have the most perfect thing ever said, boom, you send it to her, and then you could have Adam over here on the other side, and I could send this one text. God, you're cute. The women that are going to get those texts, they're going to cherish and love the God, you're cute text 100 times more than this long sentimental text about how much they like her, because of the way we've set it up. Because I don't give out compliments like candy. I don't just give them out to everybody. So she knows it's special. I made her work for it. Whereas this other guy might be saying all these nice things, but she's like, this guy doesn't even know me that well. He's been complimenting me this whole time. That means nothing to me. She's just like, oh, this text, this guy's so needy. That's her vibe. Whereas then she gets this little small text from me, God, you're cute. And she goes, oh my gosh. And she talks about her friends about it. Oh my gosh, you see what he said? Oh wow, oh blah, blah, blah. That is like getting inside. Like if you were to reveal the curtains behind the scenes with women, and if they were going to be totally truthful, totally honest with you, they would say, okay, he's absolutely right. That's exactly how it goes. When people say talk is cheap, they mean it. Talk is cheap. So telling girls how you feel, complimenting them for no reason is so cheap. All the girl has to do is put on a sexy dress and go out to the bars, and she'll get hundreds of compliments. That's nothing special, guys. But giving her that experience where she's not sure how you feel, you can give her like some interest, like, man, you're cute, but sorry, I can't hang out tonight. Like the idea that you could give her a compliment, but at the same time pull back so she doesn't know how you feel. That whole process is so much more fun and stimulating to a woman than you just flat out saying stuff. And if you're still having a hard time understanding that, don't worry. It took me a long time to understand this stuff.